Welcome to another fabulous episode of Unapologetically Free. Now, as of today, I am on day 383 of Semen Retention / NoFap. That means that for almost 1 year or more than 1 year, I have gone without actively stimulating myself. And in this video, I'll be sharing with you some of the benefits as well as what changed during this past 1 year. Now, number one, sense of centeredness. See, my default state 90% of the time nowadays is that of stability. A month back, when I was asked how I felt, I mentioned that I felt secure. And this to me is huge because on the rare days where I feel sad or I feel down, I remember how I used to feel that very often during my depressive fapping days. See, my average daily mood has shifted from around 3.5 out of 10 to an average of 5.5 out of 10. Now, this to me is a reasonably stable and positive baseline. I'm not, on cloud nine every single day, 10 upon 10, feeling like I am, on top of the world every day. I'm just mildly positive as my baseline, and when I work, when I put in the work, when I'm able to enjoy myself with my friends, then I feel happier on top of that baseline that I am at. Now, this centeredness also expresses itself in the form of calmness in social situations. Now, I realize that nowadays when I'm socializing, I don't try to exert. I simply let out and express what is already there. So if, for example, there is no chemistry with someone, there really is no need to try and force it. And this leads me to point number 2. I find myself using the phrase, I genuinely don't care more often. I genuinely don't care. See, after being on this journey for long enough, you will realize that being freed from sexual distractions give you clarity to see and to understand what is really important. A lot of people are rushing and striving and seeking that little extra validation, that little extra dopamine. But at the end of it all, I find myself saying the words, I genuinely don't care a lot more often. When I see people rushing, to try and time the market, earn more money, it's okay if you do this with a very stable strategy. But what I realize about myself is I don't like to make haste, which means it's okay for me to lose out on opportunistic moments rather than spending my day to day very high strung, very worried about when the next opportunity could come. So this comes from, of course, this journey of semen retention, and this to me is self-sufficiency. And to me, this is my antidote to analysis paralysis, or what we often call the what if syndrome. Nowadays, I have second thoughts a lot rarer, which means that I tend to just skip all the self doubt and move ahead with taking action without too much analysis and fear. Now, the third point or the third benefit is the ratio of positive to negative emotions. Now, semen retention and NoFap doesn't make you immune to life's up and downs. It simply raises your baseline. I experience more positive emotions and the negative emotions I'm able to recover from a lot quicker. Number 4, ease of expressing or assessing anger. Now, this may or may not be a benefit to you, to some other people, but to me, it is. I am now a lot more willing to assert myself and my boundaries. This means that when someone crosses my boundary, anger naturally arises, and I have two choices. I either control myself by allowing wisdom to guide me and, for example, choose to do nothing, or I express my anger by correcting the situation, saying something like, hey, I don't like it when you do this. Stop. And this to me is something valuable because many guys today lack this inner power or inner beast that anger provides. And while it does take self-control, because anger can get to a place where it is too destructive, it is good to experience anger when someone is disrespecting you, when someone is crossing your boundaries, and to even take action to correct that crossing of your boundaries. You see, semen retention substitutes your fear with masculinity, substitutes your fear with courage, and it substitutes your fear with anger. Flight becomes fight. And that is good as long as it is within the bounds of rationality. Now, I won't talk about being logical that much, but being able to feel emotions such as anger, such as joy, and such as stability, these are some very, very good reasons why you should stay long in this journey of semen retention. Now, for the second part of this video, I will share additional benefits that I've gone through about my experience relating to the opposite gender while on this journey. So stay tuned, subscribe if you're interested, and the second part of the video will come soon. So if you want to apply the secrets to succeed in NoFap once and for all, if you're tired of an unproductive life, if you're tired of being lied to by people telling you that your life can change in days, in 7 days, stop all this nonsense. Visit my Patreon page in the description box and support me at the Unapologetic Warrior tier and above, and get this book that I'm currently writing and apply the hacks to win in life right now.